pro traders achieve these good results that you see everywhere on the internet using just two indicators. They are very common, but as a newbie, you might just have problem of what do these indicators actually mean. Actually, it's for direction. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to apply these indicators, okay, on your trading, whether forex trading or trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, or crypto in general. So if you're forgetting to subscribe to this channel, please just do so and drop a beautiful comment in the comment section just as you. So let's hop into the chat. Yo. So right now I'm actually on an Ethereum chart, and as you can see basically here, my chart is open and I have some indicators applied already. So very simple. Two indicators that you need to apply is number one, the MA. So the MA is the moving average, and number two is RSI, the relative strength index. And then if you check over here, you can see pointing time and then indicators, these indicators here. So you click on indicators. So we want to type in RSI. So but you type it through relative strength index. You even see it, it will come up, it will pump up. So you can see the second one. So you click on it and then you click exist. So you can see it here. So this is the relative strength index. Now, the interpretation of this relative strength index is very simple. So, and it actually helps us to track the direction of the market, yeah, using this index, because most times when we are on the chart, maybe the candlesticks, the coloration actually do yeah, confuse newbies. It actually confused me though when I was coming up. So what we want to actually look at is the movement of the, and if you check here, we can see three lines. Okay, so this line at the top, then the line at the middle, and then the line at the down. So when this moving average actually it like touches the first line, okay, so it shows overbuy or overbought depending on how you want to call it. And then whenever that happens, what we'll be looking for is for a retracement. Okay, so if you apply the moving average and you see price at this first stage, like not the chart, don't look at the chart, this down part you can see. So this down part now, you can see there are like three lines, one and then the middle line and then the top line. So what you want to focus on is looking at it, because it actually gives you a glimpse of what wants to happen in the future or what the market is actually doing. So now, so when you see the wave at the top, like now we can see this wave at the top. So what in my mind now, it has told me that see, oh, this thing wants to retrace because the market has been overbought. So that if we head on here and okay, so I'm explaining the moving average before we go into the sorry, I'm explaining the relative strength index before we move into the moving average. So now, so look here, if we look at this chart, okay, this is Ethereum and I'm using Bitget. So this is Ethereum and we are on a 1 week time frame. So let me draw some like good points so we know what we're doing on here. So we can see a support forming on here. Okay, so we can see a support forming here, and then let's let's indicate our resistance zone, I think around here. So I can see kind of like so, yeah, so we can see a kind of resistance, but in between this chart too, there is a point where we also have to take a look at. Okay, so yeah, somewhere here, yeah, somewhere here, and if we also check, you can see the there was a respect of that zone. So on this zone where I drew the blue trend, yeah. So now just look at it in total, like if I'm analyzing a token, this is what I do. And we know that the bull run is very, very close because, yeah, we are even in the bull run already. We are even in the bull season already. So this is what I want to do now. So if you should ask me, like, I'm actually buying Ethereum. I'm actually buying Ethereum, right? Because we've had this first move. Uh, Whoa, okay. So, whoa. I didn't get that right. I didn't get that right. I was supposed to yeah, show very well. So like we had Ethereum at like as low as 414. Okay, so from that point we had this all-time high at about 4,000 at yeah, $4,700, and then from there we came down to almost 800 again. Okay, so from here we headed to 4,000, and we came back again, and then this last move that was just crazy. So we touched down 1.450 dollar, and then from then we went all crazy to 4.8. Yeah, and so now this is what is going to happen. Okay, so we have Ethereum drop down to at least a 10 to 30%, okay, before we can have, because with the move of Ethereum, I can actually say that it actually going to join the move for this bull season. So you don't want to buy right now because we want the market to retrace. So let's head over to a 1 day time frame. So in a 1 day time frame, we can see now that Ethereum is actually trying to retrace back this big move it has done here, right? Yo, so you see, so first of all, you don't want to buy on here. So we have a point of interest which is around here. Okay, let me look for something to indicate this so that we're not gonna, yeah. So we have this point of interest around here. So this point of interest now is what we're gonna be having our eyes on. Okay, so that point around 3930 zone. Okay, so on that zone now, we're gonna be watching now. If Ethereum gets to that zone, is it gonna show us any bullish candle confirmation movement? So if it does, that is when we take up the trade. But is Ethereum bullish for this season? Sure, it's very bullish. Okay, so that is it. So Ethereum is bullish for this system, but we just have to wait for it to drop down to around 3900 price zone. The second indicator that we want to apply is the moving average. So as I said before, you head over to the indicators and you type in moving average. So you can see it will have different moving adaptive, moving double, moving average, harming, moving average, multiple, triple. But now we want to stick with moving average. I've actually applied moving average on my chart, but for the sake of this video, I'm just applying it again. So yeah, so you click on it, you see I've added like four, so I'm like moving it. Yeah, so now this moving average now also helps for the direction of the market. Like if you don't actually know what is actually happening in the market, with the moving average you can know the direction where the market is headed at. Like now we can see the, I don't actually know colors, but I think this is the last color is pink, and I can see green. I can see what color is this? Is this I don't know, but yeah, like we can see four colors here. So, but this just helps us to know the direction of the market. Like right now, we can see that all the lines or the trends are showing an upward trend, which shows that the market is up trend. And then remember, when you're taking a trade, you must have to zoom in and out. Okay, now zooming in and out helps you to know the actual price movement. So you can just head over to this minus and then you zoom in and out. And if you can actually like zoom in like very well with the time frame you're using, I suggest you using a higher time frame. Like I use that strategy a lot, using a higher time frame. Like now you see, when I zoomed out using a higher time frame. Now I can see the overall market movement of Ethereum. Yeah, I can see the overall market movement of Ethereum. And right now, so Ethereum has done its first move, and it has done its second move, and has done its third move. Now we are expecting the fourth move. So, but the fourth move must have to meet at a point. Okay, it actually have to take a history step. I call it like a historical step. That is applying the pattern that it has applied previously. So, which is Ethereum. Apart from this point I've marked over here, I'm still expecting Ethereum to head down further, yeah, before we can have a spike. Because if we check the altcoin index now, it's actually like 40%, which is like Bitcoin is still having some huge kind of space with it. So we want it to be like 100% for the full bull season. That is when we can have all this token massive. So if you're forgetting to click the subscribe button, why not just click the subscribe button if you love content like this, and you can drop a beautiful comment in the comment section or ask me any question, or if you want me to analyze any token or also say maybe some other things you don't understand in this space, just feel free, okay, in the comment section, and I'm going to bring up the video next to you. So see you.